Religion. Yes, the great source of constructed designed mental and emotional dependency. All of which is ruled and passively governed by the weapon of the fear factor. Fear. The most utilized and convincing instrument ever known to mankind, which rules every sector of the human experience. Such a dreadful adversary, as well as a good friend if its dual component is clearly understood. The impact of the religious experience has in time become more impressionable than the pureness of friendship from the innocence of a healthy childhood. When in the state of growing up, we venture into the times of when we are developing appointed relationships with who we had been ordained to see and feel each day of our lives within that time of coming to know and understand what functioning in the life journey consists of. Given the privilege of stepping outside of the state of the child and into the mind of an ageless observer, some of them will never fully know what that entails unless they deny themselves the freedom to observe all matters of existence in spite of the established boundaries of age, in which dictates to the world for them which is designed as appropriate and what is not. In the venue of becoming a participator of the religious world and its dictating and idealistic propaganda, most have been programmed through the reality of becoming older. That time is demanding that they become more serious of their moral well-being, as they have become more delicate and vulnerable to be more accessible to propaganda, which has in fact possesses no base design implemented for the continuation of what was established years beforehand in terms of what was learned of pure friendship, which was love and admiration of the individuality of their childhood peers. The mere idealistic availability of religious doctrine for the time for redemption in the later years for the youth, in fact, encourages disorder. Don't be concerned if that does now. You have your entire life ahead of you to repent. Time prevails, and as many are challenged by the ordained obstacles of life, many are made to believe that the challenges of the life experience is rooted in the attacks of the external social arena, when in fact, the reality of challenge has forever been within the collective human being for the sake of growth and the revealing of his or her identity. Religion becomes a designed implementation by way of social effect. The effects of that which works in tandem with the memory of being introduced to religion through the elders who were instructed to demand that religion is the way to venture, as they are coming to feel overwhelmed of the realities of living. The option of religion has been programmed inside of the mentality as the ultimate refuge from the fears and the uncertainties of living towards the next steps, the next decisions. What most who have fallen for this terrible state of being irresponsible will never admit is that regardless of their dedication to what is asserted to be belief, the fear and the pain of feeling inadequate and vulnerable remains evident despite the mind and emotional cringing, the fear-based begging and pleading administered to a God which they are forever concerned if he is indeed present in activating in their behalf. Time prevails as the years go by. The ordained opportunity is granted of coming back in contact of your loving friends. Your most profound memory of them is rooted of their innocence. You are hoping and in fact expecting for to reunite again with whom you loved of the delicate past, even if it was not completely innocent. But, in the effects of the life journey, instead of many taking the time to venture inside of themselves and find the guidance which has forever been implanted within, they have negated their own creative ordained minds and have traded their freedom for the religious mind. A mind that has caused inside of their very lives a fear which should have been made understood during the course of the living journey had they never decided by way of tradition to reject for the sake of baseless religious propaganda. It is as plundering a needle in the brain of a child and destroying that which was in fact the most vital times of their growth as human beings, all of which has been dreadfully compromised. As you have been not afraid to venture inside to find out that you don't have to put forth the effort of such an act, you come to realize that being led inside is much more effective than having the mind that is fueled with the accumulated desires of the past and their petty anxieties. You come to know that searching for the answers is in fact assuming to already contain the answers. You find that this is why you have not made any progress in evolution, because of thinking that you have already attained it. This is when you know the importance of letting go of the ego and inviting the primary source inside, which prepares you to receive clarity which is sacred. Humility. In attaining humility and have found contentment in the humility, you are able to perceive the fears of those who are said to be religiously devout, are in truth nothing less than enslaved with religious-based superstition. These are they who have known you most of their lives, either closely or passively, who have seen your evolution beyond what has been established through tradition as the norm. However, because of the religious, bias programming and conditioning, perceive your evolution as a demonstration of the soul which is lost. How unfortunate it is for them to be made to reject the fundamentals of what the divine has forever gifted for the entire human journey. They are made superstitious of not wanting to talk upon the phone for the fear of being contaminated of what you have come to know, while never seeing that the very source of their rejection is rooted of them being previously contaminated by the religious demands imposed upon the human venture that has forever cultivated divisiveness. This does not reveal a human being who has advanced in such a religious world and their institutions of study, but a human being who has in fact been made inhumane towards a free humanity which has forever been made available for even themselves. Many regret no longer having the opportunity being enabled to utilize the pure love towards those who were gifted in the life journey in the early plane. It is unfortunate for them to be programmed to be so self-destructive when it was because of their example of many seeing within them that which has saved their life journey from their kind and no longer in danger of becoming that which has been used as a device for world destruction and its evident use for the human family to never in truth unite. What has been asserted to bring the world together as one mind under a one God, has been revealed to be the very device to eliminate the possibility of such a time. Here is wisdom. Written by David Anthony Breboy.